I don't know.
You want to say hi to BJ Penn or what?
Yeah. Certainly
BJ!
Do. There he is.
What's up, brother?
How's it going, guys?
How you doing, man?
How's it going?
Great.
How you
doing?
How you doing?
Hi, man.
Yeah.
How's it going?
All right.
All
We
right.
could plop down
What's up, BJ?
over there.
We're all big fans there, BJ Penn.
Oh,
Who's got a new
guys.
book out?
I tried to shake his hand like a man, like I wanted to make sure I had a good grip.
Wait,
like that would make us equals.
How'd that work out
Wait,
for
wait,
you?
wait.
I should have just curtsied in the skirt.
Who had the best handshake there, BJ Penn? Who had the strongest? Who had the man handshake? I
think you had the
Yeah,
strongest
of course.
handshake.
I know I did.
Yeah.
I screwed up. I went to grip, but he grabbed just my fingers and shook
Yeah,
it.
I got the tip of the hand myself. I did a little fucking
make sure you
lady
get
how
right
do you
in there.
do handshake.
You show him who's boss,
I
right?
looked like a faggot.
We saw you on Fox yesterday taking down that anchor. We were very happy to see that. Do you know that guy or no?
I just met him that day. He's pretty tough, though.
Yeah, is he?
He's pretty
Really?
strong. He surprised me.
That was surprising just to see him like volunteer to do that.
And
There's a lot of-
he wanted more. He didn't want to stop.
A lot of guys don't do this. Tie was flapping around. He's in a suit and tie, for God's sake.
Now he'll think every anchor wants that. He'll do it to Katie Couric.
That'd be nice to see.
We're just mad because one of our guys wanted to do that. Where's Mars? Mars was like, look, I'll fucking do a little something with BJ Penn.
Oh my
Where's
God.
Mars?
Mars
Mars has
Mars
been
likes
bragging
to
about
think,
his skills for a long time.
Mars likes to think he's a martial artist. He's got some skills. He trains. Here he comes.
Yeah.
He trains in the
Mars.
art of...
Now that BJ Penn is in studio,
I said Frankie Edgar.
now that BJ Penn is in studio, why don't you fucking
I was talking
why
about
don't you
Frankie
mouth
Edgar.
off
why don't you
like
mouth
you are?
off right to BJ Penn while he's in studio there, Mars?
Oh, no, he's got a manly handshake.
Mars,
right?
would you take BJ Penn on?
Take him on.
A little sparring. And hopefully he fucking cracks your
Come on.
He's trying to think of how do I say no without actually saying. He wants to act like he's backing off for other reasons. Just say no.
Look at the sweat on his fucking forehead.
I take on some comparable dudes where I go. So.
Oh, don't even
no.
start.
How can I say?
Oh,
I hope
God.
BJ Penn fucking breaks your
Where-
windpipe.
I'm sure he would, but I'm
Where
just.
Cobra Kai Dojo?
No, that's Edson Carvalho.
Oh, okay.
So do you get do you get people trying you wherever you go? Like guys that want to see you. Because it's almost like they don't expect to win. So it's like if they beat you, they win. If they lose, so what?
Maybe when I was younger, but no, not as much. Everybody just kind of, Well, I'm usually at home in Hilo all the time, so bunch of friends or people I went to high school with. But
Yeah.
now that I've been doing it for so long, they're just like, that's what he does. Leave
They
him
know
alone.
better.
You're a small guy. Like you're a small guy than I thought. We like 155 now. And that,
Yeah, I'm about 170 right now.
wow. Well, what did you fight at?
Like 155, but we end up cutting some water before the fight. Just
Wow.
kind of sweat it out.
It's a lot of fucking water to cut. Jesus.
Yeah, it's amazing to me what these guys do in weight. Like you fought Machida, right? And how old were you? Like 190 when you fought him?
185.
Holy
185,
crap.
and then he fought 30 pounds lower.
That's crazy.
How much can you put on in a day? Like when you cut weight, how much can you put on in a day?
I probably put around anywhere from 7 to 10. It just depends.
In a
Everybody's
day.
different.
How do you do that? With water?
Yeah, I just kind of put on a sweatshirt and kind of lie down by a heater or by with the
cut
steam
weight,
going
okay.
and kind of just
Let
sweat
it
the
sweat
That
it out.
sounds so uncomfortable.
That's how you lose the weight?
Yeah, that's
Is it
how-
hard to fight when you're dehydrated?
Yeah, that you gotta right after that you make the weight and then put all the electrolytes back in and get ready because you gotta get all those salts back in.
How long do you have between like weigh-in and the fight?
Little over 24 hours.
Wow.
So that's why some people try to cut 20 pounds like that and you
Yeah,
see them go back
you-
in and they got a good 1 or 2
You're
minutes.
killing
left,
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, he said. Bobby said. My friend Bobby's a big fan. He said. Lesnar can cut that kind of weight. Like
Yeah.
he can go from like 285 down to 265 for the weigh-in, and then right back up for the fight.
Crazy, huh?
Jeez, that's
Well,
He's an
unbelievable.
athlete right there, Brock Lesnar.
It makes you heavier. It
maniac.
makes you, I guess, a harder guy to deal with. But you lost the belt. For anyone that doesn't know, they said it's one of the biggest upsets in UFC history. I mean, nobody expected Edgar to win that fight. Here's what I was surprised at, like, because you're an amazing jiu-jitsu fighter, and it was the whole fight was pretty much standing. Why did everyone that night seem to stand up?
Yeah, but I guess you know what? You get caught trying to put on a show for the fans.
Really?
out there. Definitely. And I like to box too, but things just went the way they did. It sucks, man.
Oh, shit.
Wow, okay, so what happened? Like, did you realize at one point cause we were watching the fight and we're like, "Is BJ gonna lose this fight?" Because you couldn't really tell where it was going. Was there a point in that fight where you were like, I think I'm going to lose the fight, or I have to do something really, really drastic here?
I was never thinking I think I'm going to lose the fight, but I was thinking, man, I got to finish this guy off. You go to the decision, it's like rolling the dice, and you don't want to, something you don't even want to play around with. But, I kept trying, and, I ended up getting fatigued after a while, and Frankie was still there, and went to the cards.
Were you, had you trained enough for the, I mean, like Liddell got, Chuck is Chuck, so he would, enjoy the life a little bit, and then it kind of becomes harder the more famous you get to discipline yourself and make yourself. Did you find that at all? Like, you got this great life, it's all of a sudden it's hard to get up and go to the gym as much, or?
No. I've been through that a few times throughout my career, but I trained, I prepared, I got ready for the fight, and now it's just what do I do? What do I do next? Now it's time to get back on the horse and do it again.
What was the first thing, like when they said "and knew," like when that word "knew" came out of Bruce Buffer's mouth? You knew he had won. What are you thinking when you realize you've lost the belt? Like, do you have a thought, or you just numb?
Yeah, it was just a real irritating moment. Yeah, it's just I didn't want to sit there and say anything and take away anything from Frankie's win. I just give him his shot, and I'll come back another day.
When are you going to have a chance, you think, to get that back?
Well, actually, yeah, the first 2 days ago, I was just sitting there. I was like, let's give the UFC a call. Throw me in with any top contender. I want to do this in the next 6 weeks. And get back. And then the UFC called us. They said, no, we want you to a straight rematch. It was a controversial fight.
Okay.
We want to do a straight rematch.
Was it controversial, Jim?
I think if you take a champion's belt, I mean, you know what I mean? It's like when Forrest Griffin beat Rampage, I thought that he should not have taken the belt because he didn't beat a champ bad enough to take his belt, I thought. Is that what you mean? Like they felt that he might have even...
I think because we actually landed more strikes. We did more things when they went and looked at the CompuStrike or whatever, and they really, that's the fight they want. They want to put us straight back in the ring against each other.
It is hard on a decision not to go with the champ. A lot of times they do that unless you got the shit beat out of you, which apparently you didn't. So, a straight rematch. Wow, that's cool. Okay.
When is that going down, BJ?
I think they want to shoot for somewhere around August.
Nice.
So I wanted to get in the ring and be a little more active, but what can I complain about?
So now what do you do
Right.
between now and then? If you were expecting to fight in 6 weeks, just any contender and stuff, what do you do in between now and August?
That's why I want to just start fighting as soon as possible. I'm getting too old to keep starting over from scratch to do these training camps. I want to just kind of get at a high level and maintain it and just start fighting. And I might as well, because I look back, I'm starting to look at it now, and it's like the sparring is the same as the fight. I might as well just do the fight. You're getting punched in the head. You're getting the brain damage anyway.
Yeah, you might as well make the money.
Yeah, you might as well.
So you're going to be fighting between now and August then?
Yeah, somewhere in early August.
It doesn't worry you that maybe, God forbid something happens, you injure yourself or...
Yeah, but I got over that. But you're right. It's always there, and you're only one punch away from the end every time. So
wow.
How sad were you, like, afterwards? Because he cried when he won the belt. I think you said, I looked through a lot of your book, that you cried when you first won. I mean, do you cry when you lose the belt? I mean, I think I would fucking have a moment where I drop the tear.
This time, I've actually lost the belt before, so it's not the first time, but I'm just, like I said, just really irritated. I wasn't crying. I wasn't sad. I just knew that I could do much better than that.
Do you think what Anderson Silva did, because it was like the Gracie Hughes fight, they both pretty much stood up the whole fight. You guys stayed on your feet, and then, and Silva and Maia was really a weird fight. I'm sure you've seen it since. What did you think of that whole thing that happened between him and Damian Maia?
I didn't get to see the fight because I was in the back, just pissed off about what happened to what just happened to me. But I heard the crowd, I heard the reactions of everything going on, and I guess from what I heard, that Anderson wasn't very motivated to fight his opponent, and because right before his fight, Vitor Belfort, right, he was scheduled to face Vitor Belfort. Vitor pulled out. I heard it was a motivation